That's hot. That is hot. I had a phone call about half an hour, 40 minutes ago from young Mr. Lawrence from TH White's to let me know that sometime in the next hour, so for us, the next time, 20 minutes, half an hour, there's a blue tractor going to come in my gateway. Anyway, yeah, those two wooden gates I was talking about earlier, these are just a cut of old wooden gates that are past their best. That one's ish okay, that one's pretty rotten, but they're good enough to stack 100 bales on in the corner there, keep them off the floor. That's all they're going to do, is keep them off the floor. And then the plan after that is I'm going to stack my big square straw bales in front of them and fill this space up with, well, this bay will be filled with hay and straw. That's the plan. And then later on, I'll fill the bay that end with big square hay as well. That's the other side of the plan, so. Okay, well, there's nothing much I can do for a minute. I might as well wait for Marley. Right, just doing a lateral flow test. Just be on the safe side. I think I should be okay now, but I've offered to give Marley a lift home. But I won't do that if I get 2 red lines come up, just to be, you know, a bit responsible. It's a monster! That might be a bit big. It might be a bit.
Nothing's too big.
I didn't even know if that going into my barn roof.
Nothing's too big around here.
Yeah, I might have to let the tyres down to get it in there. It's
starting point.
Well, yeah. T7165. Okay. Well, it'll definitely tow my trailer better than my little thingy will.
For sure.
Yeah.
So it's the entry level of the T7s, basically. It's the first model of
Is
the
it?
T7 range.
This is what we call the cheap one, is it?
It's not the cheap, it's the standard.
All right, okay.
So he's got full suspension.
Right, okay.
It has no mid-mounts. All the hydraulics are cable control, so it's all simple.
So the suspension works on the front
Has
pivot,
front
is it?
suspension, yeah.
Yeah.
Terraglide is what the system is.
Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it has spring suspension on the back and the rear of the cab.
Okay. So has he got gas dampers on the front ones, is it, or just?
Yeah, it's a hydraulic accumulator, yeah.
Okay.
4 manuals falls, one's plums into your pushback hitch.
Still don't reckon that's going to go into my new barn roof.
It might not. It might not. I just thought I'd bring it.
Yeah.
Considering it wasn't.
It'll go this side.
Maybe not the other.
Well, maybe not the other. Let's put it this way.
Try it.
I won't. Well, there's a trailer in there for a minute, so it is a tool, isn't it?
No, I just thought because he wasn't a bad deal, at least I could get you to have a look. It could, like you say, it could be out of the park, really, but
it is big, so yeah.
It's probably a bit big.
Yeah.
But it's just like you said, you wanted a good deal.
I do. Yeah. And it's a case of
whatever comes the best money.
Whatever comes right. Yeah. Yeah.
What it is, this is a demo machine.
Yeah.
It's bought right anyway, and we do hire it slightly, and the higher money goes to the tractors. The more it's hired, the cheaper the price gets. Really.
How many hours you got? 254.
250.
Yeah, I've done no work, has it really? So.
Nothing. It's had a 50-hour service. That's it.
Yeah. And different colour.
Yes.
It's wrong colour.
No.
I thought we'd add that bit in there.
I'm trying to turn this county blue.
Convert me into blue, is it?
That is my plan.
All right. Yeah, but I got red trailers. You might have to paint the trailers for me.
As long as the track on the front's blue.
Oh, is that all right? Okay.
Or you could have a nice K2 trailer in Ford blue or New Holland blue.
Yeah, I don't think I can afford that as well. I think I'm pushing my luck with this, with the missus. So yeah. All right. Well, I better move it from where he is because he's right in the middle of the way.
Yeah.
So.
Do you want to go for a spin at the road?
Yeah, let's go for a spin at the road.
I think even adjusting the steering wheel's the same as yours. Yeah. Spin it in the middle. Yeah. And latch at the bottom.
Yeah, just feeling the brakes. So.
Yeah, that is another thing. Is getting used to because I expect the brakes. That do they put for the windscreen?
They're sharp.
Yeah. Yeah. T6 is a different. The T7 they don't actually have boosters on the brakes because it's a bigger cylinder, so that you don't. And T6s have.
Right.
So yeah, if you hit the brakes hard on that, you will end up.
Yeah, it does. He certainly does stop. So.
That's it. C6 is your top gear, really.
That's all right. Okay. I'm not going to go too mad at it because I don't know it.
We don't want to be falling out.
No, no, I don't want to be buying it because I put it through the hedge.
You'll get used to it. You'll do some miles with your belt trailer on, and you'll sort of get the feel of it. It's a lot of it's a fair jump really from what you've already got. So I wouldn't expect you to go belting up the road full speed.
No, the steering is quite sensitive.
Yeah, compared to what you've got. Bigger wheels, wider tyres on the back. You've also got cab suspension, so when you turn, the cab will obviously compensate and sway the other way. So it is a whole different feel having cab suspension. I'm
kind of wondering what he's going to be like, because on my tractor I got used to going absolutely flat out.
Just it's you kind of, if you're going up a bumpy track, is that your motto? Is just to go as fast as you can?
Not necessarily, no. It's I mean that's one reason to keep the seatbelt on.
I think tractor drivers are divided. Some people think the harder I hit it, the less the bump.
Yeah.
Some people say the slower we go over it, the comfier it is. I'm the person that goes over it as fast as I can.
Is it?
Shuts my eyes.
Yeah, he's a bit wider than my MXU. This hedge is a bastard down here.
They got great big wing mirrors.
Yeah, that's why I waited for him so I could.
They're like wings.
Yeah, you have got to press these brakes and
stuff.
It
is different.
Overlooking.
Yeah, you'll find my way. Carry on driving.
So is this a 40 or a 50k box nest?
It's a 40k.
Right, that's right.
40k, yeah. Yeah, the T5 will be 40 as well, I'm afraid.
That's all right. I got over and said, "Oh, you want a 50k box?" I go, "Yeah, that's just. I'm just going to put it in the hedge faster."
Well, the miles you do, you only actually really swap from farm to farm, don't you?
Yes.
You don't really do much hauling, really, do you, between the two?
No.
And the farms are what?
9 miles.
Yeah. And most of it's roads like this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not really like you're going to be opening it up to full speed anyway.
It's a lot easier changing gear than in mine.
Yeah. So on yours, have you got a high and low splitter?
Yes.
Yeah. Just one.
Yeah.
I really wouldn't worry about brushing the mirrors. I've hit more mirrors off than I probably had hot dinners.
Yeah, I know, but they're not my mirrors, are they? That's top gear again. Yeah. So. Yeah, I'm always very conscious if I'm looking to, if I borrow anything or use somebody else's.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
It's I like to be able to ask again, not have to take something back in pieces and saying I'm sorry.
Or I'll send you a wing mirror in the post.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. So.
I can't believe you bought your case brand new in 2004.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Brand new. So, I still remember him coming up and arriving. It was so shiny. So,
where was it from?
That was from CFM.
It was CFM?
Yeah.
Years ago.
Or was it RFM then? I think it was Ross Farm Machinery then.
It could have been. Did you do the whole handshake and dropping the key in the hand photo and all that sort of stuff? If we get a deal,
I don't remember.
End up buying a blue one, we will have to do the whole freeze frame handshake or holding your hand out and putting the key in.
Okay, I can do that. I could do that.
If we get a deal.
If we get a deal, yeah. Hauling bales backwards and forwards, this would be lovely.
Yeah. You haven't got any to do in the next couple of days, though, have you?
Only the ones over the road here.
Oh, that'd be right.
And Phil Hallett's baling everything over at Itchington.
Round Square
tomorrow.
So the day after you should have.
I'll have cut a load, so he's doing 50 big squares. So if I want to go down, I just hold it and go down again, is it?
Yeah, do it again. There you
go. Okay. So that's it's literally just the range on the back.
Yeah, so it's just getting. If it's not registered, you pushing the button for a split second. The other one's been pushed.
All right. So can you change down from any gear you're in? So you
can't. You have to go through each.
You have to go through the whole range. Okay.
Which is obviously compared to your manual shift, you can just go.
Yeah, whichever way through. Yeah. One of my young lads is going to come back and see this. He's going to jizz himself when he sees it. Right, and I could just knock him out of whatever gear I'm in. So
Yeah, as long as he's in neutral there, you're fine.
Yeah, right.
It'll always turn back onto the same gear you left it in.
Right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I will. I'll do some bail oiling with. I'll take the trailer off mine and put it on here just to go backwards, of course, over the road. But I might just drive him around the yard first and make sure he fits,
see if he fits
around the buildings. Yeah. I already know it's too big for me, really, but I'm still gonna have a play.
Yeah, that's what it's here for.
Yeah.
Build a bit of comfort, really, and a bit more power.
Yeah.
But you don't want to pull your shed down at the same time.
No, I don't. I've only just spent a load of money building the shed, so I don't really want to knock it down yet. So, but it'd be one of those things. I mean, I don't think I'm going to go with that. But it's if I did, I could always make the shed higher.
Yeah.
It's only a bit of timber.
The amount of farms I've been to, and they said, "Oh, I don't think it's going to fit in the shed." I said, "Well, we could make the shed higher."
Yeah, yeah, we could
I
make.
said, if you tell me you'll buy the tractor, if it fits in
Yeah.
your shed, I will come down with a chainsaw and some.
Yeah, you know a bloke with a chainsaw, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
The problem with the utility is for you.
Yeah.
They don't offer it with suspension,
Oh, don't they?
so you would be.
No, I
back to
want
square one.
something. I don't. That's about the right size.
So the 140 would be slightly longer, slightly wider.
That's all right.
There is. Paul, do you know if the T5 140, the turrets are still here? Or just come out? Well, it could be in the workshop actually.
Is it? All right. Okay.
Farmer P. Ah.
Yeah, he told me to bring it. He said, "Bring the camera."
Well, at least you got proof then what you were going to buy, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not an online scam.
Yeah.
Here you go. They're PDI in it ready.
Are they?
They're ready. So this is a 140. So it's a beefed up version of the utility basically.
All right. Okay. Yeah, that looks a little bit bigger than mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With suspension.
Okay, is this part of the suspension on here, is it? Or the...
So that is the same as what's on the T7, is you can't see the RAM on the T7. It's
Okay.
by the tombstone. Also, I think it's like that. Yeah. He's on damping springs as well.
Yeah.
As I said, this is probably the exact same spec. Yours probably will be slightly wider. I think they've set the wheels in on this because he's got to go through some sheds with it.
Yeah. Okay. Still reckon I'm going to have to lift the roof on my shed to get that underneath her.
You reckon you will?
I reckon, yeah, but then I had the shed roof lowered to fit mine. It wouldn't be the end of the world.
This is the low roof model as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So, armrest is slightly more.
So this is a bit,
posh.
yeah. So this wouldn't be what I'd be after, would it?
Well, this is the only gearbox they offer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is the dynamic command transmission.
Okay.
So it is a refined version of what's. You right, Walt? You okay? I'm just showing him around the tractor. Sorry to stop you from working.
Yeah.
What you wired in, a baler loom?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So
You can take the drive if you want.
No, that's all right.
I'm
I
literally just talking through the gearbox.
Yeah.
It's a refined version of the tractor you just had in your yard.
Yeah.
So the ranges in this, they've got a few more gears in each range and they overlap. So
Right.
when you go from B range to C range,
Yeah.
there's no drop in drive.
Oh, right, okay.
So say see that gear is overlapping. So
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
B7 is overlapping C1.
Yeah.
So when you change gear, you don't get the sort of dip. Then it tries to pick it up. You're sort of upper range, but in the same gear, and then you move on up again.
Okay.
But it gets the next gear running. It's the easiest way to say it. It gets the next gear running for when you change it, so you don't shift through a neutral.
Yeah.
So the gear change is virtually seamless, really.
Yeah.
Okay. Apart from hearing the engine no change, you wouldn't always really feel it change gear, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is the way they're going. They are trying to phase out the transmission like was in that T7 and
Is it?
updating with these. But you don't even have to change gear. You just push that,
Yeah.
and it just does it on its own. And it is so easy.
Is it?
You literally, all you don't even have to use the clutch. You just push your foot on the brake, and it stops on its own.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I would say this is the size.
So the T6 is longer than this again,
Right. Okay.
and higher. So this is basically the the short wheelbase version of a T6. This is as close as what you'd get to the size of the machine you've got now.
Yeah. So I don't need anything.
That's a T6 there.
Yeah.
So the one anywhere from the 155 to the 180, they're all the same size.
Yeah.
So that would be the same size as the 125 Maxim that you're looking at as well.
But this is a straight 140, no boost, nothing like that.
No, where the T6 and the Maxim would have boost.
Yeah.
So this is quite nippy.
Yeah.
So on the T6, the boost doesn't kick in until you're going faster than 12 kilometers per hour.
Right.
Or if the PTO's running under load.
Okay.
So where this is 140 all the time, so it does just, when you take off the clutch, it does just
goes.
have the power there all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, if you want to quick drive it up, we can. It's up to you.
No, that's all right. I like this.
Well, you're going to have a demo of it anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I like this. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a lot nicer size, isn't it?
This is more my size. I think the T7 is. I'll have fun with it.
Well,
I'll play with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is more my size.
It was 2 miles up the road. I thought I'd better not. It'd be rude not to drop it in.
Well, do you want to drop it into Mr. Jones on the way back?
Yeah. Yeah, that's too big. Definitely too big.
Yeah. So, but yeah, for me, I think this is the right size.
Good. I'm glad. That is the only thing is the Maxim that you're being offered is bigger tractor, sort of more dated gearbox. So it's so funny how they overlap it. So even though this is a smaller tractor, which should be less spec, this will end up being a smaller tractor but slightly more spec than the T6 they would offer you, if that makes sense.
All right.
I.e. the dynamic command transmission, you get a nicer joystick for your gears.
Yeah.
And that would be the joystick for your loader.
Yeah.
Or for your front linkage if we put it on the front.
Okay.
So when you're going along with your snowplow on the front, it would just be like that, basically, or left and right.
Yeah.
Have you got front small valves too? You don't need it on your front.
I've got it's piped up, so I've got spools there if I want them.
So that would be up and down, and then left and right for your pipes.
All right. Okay.
But like I said, it's all stuff that can be retrofitted. So you would do, if you had a load, it'd be a third service,
Yeah.
Oh, you're probably not going to be able to hear anything in that video. Is it the fan going the whole time?
Yeah. Oh, it's on here.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. So
you can even adjust your front suspension. So if you do need to lower the tractor down, to get in your shed, you can.
Oh right. But I don't have to remember that.
Yeah.
Because I've already hit the shed once.
Have you?
Yeah, with the skid steer. I was carrying a bale. It was at night. It was 10 o'clock at night. Cat needed the bale. I couldn't see the dog. Where's the dog? So I lifted the bale up, going, "Where's the dog?" Straight into a brand new barn.
It's usually your exhaust pipe.
This is true.
It's usually your exhaust pipe you hit first, but now they've actually lowered the exhaust pipe lower than the cab. Because usually the exhaust pipe would be the alert to say stop driving because you're about to rip it off.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
But no, this is a pocket rocket. Is what this is.
Yeah. I think this is the size I would be looking for.
Well, I'll get the 140 and we'll get you to try that as well then.
Yeah, okay.
The T7 was just a starter.
Thank you. yeah, T7 was just to get the juices going.
Mind if you just shut the bonnet so we can just look at the size of it? Is that all right? Thanks, Dale.
Just to be a pain in the arse.
Don't worry, that's no ball,
So what's the service intervals on these things?
750 hours.
Is it?
First one's 50 hours. Yeah,
Yeah.
first one's 50, then 750 on from that.
Yeah.
I'd have thought your case would be 500 hour each time, if you still go by that.
I can't remember if he's 5 or 6.
Before my time at selling,
Yeah.
I wouldn't actually know.
Yeah, don't know.
So this is the T6. So this would be the same physical size as the Maxim 125 would be offered.
Yeah.
But a big loader and wide mudguards does make it bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But in terms of the length of the bonnet in the cab, what you're seeing...
I'd want a lot of work to pay for this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd want a fair bit of work to pay for
ones,
that.
But if they're quoting you a 125 which is electric command, you won't have that.
Yeah.
It'll be the same armresters in that T6 and in the T7 that you've got in the tracks I lent you. But in terms of the bonnet and what you can see now will all be the same. So it is another beast up again.
Yeah. And nimble. Well, if that's more comfortable and a bit more power and everything else, I think that's big enough for me. So.
Good.
Right.
Well,
lovely
get the
job.
demo down.
Yeah, get the demo down. So, and in the meantime, I'll put some arrows on your T7. So, yeah. And then I'll have one of those, and I'll have one of those. I'd probably settle for one of those. So.
What about the chipper? PTO mounted chipper.
We did actually think about it. That's Jensen. Is it Jensen you do?
Yeah.
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 So, because your man used to have a Jensen, didn't he? He has a
Still got the
tracked one.
He's still got it.
I thought that was Big Adams.
No. The big. Well, it's an 05 plate, I think.
Yeah.
He's still got that. He always says he's going to sell it, but it's kind of the old faithful.
I know what you mean.
They don't usually bring it out, but when they do bring it out, it does show the other machines who's boss.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come have a look at some combines if you want.
Oh yeah, combined. Oh, let's look at stuff.
Is the short wheelbase T6.
Oh right, okay.
That's physically the same as your old tractor, but newer.
Oh right, okay.
But again, that has no suspension.
Yeah, and it's kind of there's no point because half the thing is the comfort. So,
Yeah.
so I got the power with that, but not the.
Not the comfort.
Yeah.
Very tidy, isn't it? That's just come back in second hand. It is already sold.
Is it?
But it looks brand new, doesn't it?
It does. So he's 120 full time, is he?
No, he's 120 at boost. So
Oh right.
Be,
So 100 horsepower
yeah,
plus.
100 horsepower boost at 120.
Okay, so yeah, it is more or less the same as mine, but just booster.
And back before it was a T6, it would have been a 60/40.
Yeah. It's tidy though, isn't it?
Yeah, very tidy.
Yeah, but I want comfort. So. I'm too old to be jumped about now, so.
Could I interest you in a 1296 string baler?
Was that the £160,000 one?
The one on the end is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's going to buy that?
Someone who likes big bales.
A lot of big bales. Yeah.
Sold a few, but it's a contractor's machine.
Yeah. So.
It's the speed you can go with it as well.
Yeah. Wouldn't mind a little trailer sometime though. A bigger tractor.
Trade-in corner.
Is that what this is? Trading corner, is it? Well, you ain't very old.
No, that is actually new. That was a cancelled order.
Oh right.
Yeah, that needs to be cleaned and put on the website.
Yeah.
Nice little trailer for someone.
Yeah. Might have to use that as a sweetener.
Yeah. 10 grand sweetener.
Is it? Cool, bloody hell. Yeah. Right, well I'm almost out of battery, so I think we're kind of almost done here, so. Well, that was interesting and educational. Who's going where? I can hear engines everywhere, but. Oh, that's what's going on. So this could be an interesting few days. So Marley's dropped off the T7, which it is way too big for what I want. But he told me to go and have a play with it, so we'll go and have a play. And the T5, which we just looked at in the workshop, they're getting their demonstrator back day after tomorrow. So I think what we'll do is we'll see if we can get a load home from Tether Farm tomorrow with the T7 on my trailer to see how that pulls and what it feels like. And then when the T5 comes, we'll do the same again. We'll bring a load back with that and we'll just compare travel, power, comfort and everything else of those tractors. So numbers were talked. The offer for my tractor is more or less what I paid for it. The price of the new tractor is like there you go. So that was an interesting afternoon. Made a change, didn't it? So yeah, watch this space. So we are still going to look at red tractors. I have tried to contact our local Massey Ferguson dealer again, but unfortunately he wasn't available. So we will look at everything. There is no rush. We'll see. Loads to think about. Loads to think about. How much do you lot want me to buy a new tractor? Not that that really matters, because it's how much I want to buy a new tractor, because it's me paying for it. Lots to think about.